Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. First things first, I want to apologize. If I sound a little bit weird, it's because I'm actually sick. So if my voice sounds off or my words start to run into each other, it's because I'm still recovering. I'm going to try my best to speak as clearly as possible though, because today we're going to be talking about a movie, and that movie is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Godzilla, King of the Monsters is directed by Mike Dougherty and stars Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, Ken Watanabe, and Kyle Chandler. This movie is the sequel to 2014's Godzilla and exists in the same monsterverse as 2016's Kong Skull Island. In this movie, Godzilla must battle against various different monsters, also known as Titans, as numerous governments around the globe attempt to protect civilization as they know it. When the idea of a cinematic monsterverse was first announced, I was super excited. I really enjoyed 2014's Godzilla, and even 2016's Kong Skull Island was enjoyable for me. I love Godzilla in general. Kaiju films are super interesting. I mean, they're monsters coexisting and roaming the planet with us. What's not to like about that? So when this movie was first announced, the hype was too real. This movie? This movie was so disappointing on so many different levels. Let me break this movie down for you guys. The monster sequences are awesome. The Titans themselves look amazing. The creature designs are really cool. Godzilla looks great. Rodan looks awesome. King Ghidorah looks absolutely horrifying. And Mothra has never looked more gorgeous. What's really disappointing about this movie is the story. It's really bad. It's not good at all. And that's largely because of the very thinly written characters in this movie. Every single new character in this movie, I do not think I know their name. And quite frankly, I don't care to. Because every new character that we were introduced to is not interesting. They're pretty dumb overall, and I just have no emotional attachment to them. Honestly, the only character that I really enjoyed in this movie was Millie Bobby Brown's, and that's saying something. And that's nothing against Millie, because I think she's a fantastic actress. I loved her in Stranger Things, and I think her performance in this movie is also great. What's disappointing is the writers basically decided to give her character a similar arc to Eleven in Stranger Things. There's a lot of the same shots, close-ups of her crying, yelling, screaming, and that's just a waste in my opinion. She has a lot to offer as an actress, and to basically give this role an 11 2.0 treatment is just sad, honestly. Vera Farmiga, who I think is one of the most talented actresses out there, is also basically wasted. Her character arc is plain stupid. Her character is made out to be one of the most intelligent scientists that Monarch has, and that's awesome, until about halfway through the movie when her character reveals something that is just so moronic that the entire movie starts to fall apart. And I'm not going to get into spoilers, but when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's what a lot of these characters in this movie do. Dumb things. They're all practically idiots. I'm not kidding with how silly these characters are, you guys. I guarantee you, when you watch this movie, you are going to look at the screen like... Because I did like 10 different times. There's a lot of one-line jokes that fall so flat. It's almost like the writers thought that really poor dad humor was the only way to make this movie funny. And if they wanted to go for a fun B movie, that's totally fine. But like I said, that reveal about halfway through the movie is so serious, and this movie tries to take itself so seriously, and it is not fun enough and it is not exciting enough for me to be like, oh yeah, this works, because it doesn't. It's just very flat. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just so disappointing. This movie was so frustrating to me. I understand a lot of people are going to be like, it's a fun monster movie, you don't need to have the story. That's what I went into this movie thinking. It's going to be a fun movie, I'll enjoy it, and I didn't. I really love 2014's Godzilla. There's something about that movie that worked on so many levels as opposed to Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This movie is just not good. It's very disappointing. But the monsters look awesome. Mothra is the best part of this movie. We have to change the subject. In conclusion, Godzilla, King of the Monsters is a very average movie. I thought it was okay. If you want to see monsters battle each other, you're going to enjoy it. They're very artistically pleasing. A lot of those shots are really cool. Not as great as 2014's Godzilla, but they're fun. If you wanted something a little bit more than that, you're not going to get that. The story is not good. The characters are basically idiots. And overall, it's not even a fun action-packed movie. So if you want a action-packed movie, I'm sure you can find one somewhere else. But if you want just monsters fighting each other, you're going to probably enjoy something about this movie, because that's the only redeeming quality of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Well, you guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click that like button. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed, don't forget to click the bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I post new content, and you'll be the first to know about that. Thank you guys so much for the support. And don't forget, you guys, I have that Q&A video coming up that will be here before you know it. So if you want to leave a question, you can leave it down in the comments below, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, or send me a tweet. Anything that you feel most comfortable with. And if you watched this movie and you did enjoy it, you can also let me know in the comments. If you found this review helpful, you can also leave it in the comments. I love hearing your input, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.